9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
SFL night, let's go. Midnight glow, it's time to rise. SFL nights on the starry skies. AJ Striker, feel her heat. The sultry voice, so silky sweet. Whispers in the air, light down low. Bubbly charm, let the stories flow. In the league where dreams unite. Ashley's got you, hold on tight. Under her eyes, SFL players shine bright. AJ's putting you in the spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, get in the down low. Yeah, in the game, she's making plays. Arizona's queen, me leading the way. A community ambassador, off the field, laying on hands, see it all get healed. From the huddle to the show, Ashley's got that infectious glow. Interviews that make you sway. In her presence, you wanna stay. SFL players shine bright. AJ's here for you with a spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, get in the down low. SFL night, let's go. Midnight glow, hey, SFL night, let's go. Midnight glow. From the huddle to the show, Ashley's got that infectious glow. Interviews that make you sway. In the presence, you wanna stay. SFL players shine bright. AJ's here putting you in the spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, getting in the down low. SFL players shine bright. AJ's here putting you in the spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, getting in the down low. Take turns tonight. Let's go. Turn down those lights. It's Ashley's turn to make you feel so right. As the conversation is about to ignite, it's always SFL nights. Let's go.
What is up? What is up? What is up, SFL Nation? Welcome back to SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Thank you so much for joining me today, tonight, or whenever you decide to hit that play button. Turn that radio dial. Really appreciate y'all for joining us this evening. I do want to tell you that tonight's show is going to be a little bit on the quicker side because my family and I are not really feeling too hot. I guess whatever's going around the air and stuff like that found its way here. So I have been part nurse to my children and definitely trying to nurse myself. So we're doing all right though. You know, made some big pot of chicken soup, you know, so we're going to be, you know, that fresh herbs and stuff like that, teas, and just trying to get plenty of rest. So you guys make sure that you're taking care of each other, taking care of yourselves out there. Please wear a mask. If you know you're going to go out and you know you're sick, just wear a mask, man. Don't give it to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Tonight, I am privileged to talk to some of our rookie season 11 and SFLm rookie class members. I did put the invitation out, and I had two people that joined me tonight, and I'm really excited to have Mr. Michal Pajak. See that in the back? Yeah. And I got Aiden. Granted, he just told me. So I'm gonna do my best. Trexler, I know that's not it. I feel it in my soul. It's not it, and I know he's gonna tell me about it as soon as he come up here. But I tried my best, man. I'm so sorry. I have sick brain. Forgive me. But welcome to the show, everybody. First, before I bring on my guests to talk about their respective seasons, of course, Michal is quarterback for the Anchorage Wolves, who just won the championship last night. Congratulations to you guys, season 11 championship winners. I will actually have their championship show on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern as well. So got some members going to come on, chop it up with me, tell us about their experience and how happy they are to be champions. And that Anchorage Wolves will be moving up to the majors, so we get a chance to kind of talk about that as well. So super exciting news, super exciting times for SFLm. On to less exciting news, and it's only because we lost, but I'll explain. Now, we did have the quarterfinals that took place, and great games to watch. I don't think there was a person sitting in their house, no matter what team you were on. But it's amazing. Now, hold on. I want you to see my face when I say this. Last week, out of my pick'ems, I got one game right, and it was my game. Arizona Scorpions went over Chicago, right? I got 3 right this week and 1 wrong. And guess which game it was? My own. Man, see how things work out, man? Anyway, Sin City Samurai took on the Vancouver Legion. I did pick Vancouver to win, and they did in a big way, 51-7. Denver Nightwings took on the Houston Headhunters, and Houston won, 34-26. Man, Arizona Scorpions took on the Mexico City Aztecs. Oh, and we lost 10-20, man. And I got to tell you a little bit about that game. That was a little frustrating. And then Washington tried and taking on the DC Dragons, and DC going on to win at 17-9. Looks like that was a great defensive battle. In regards to the Arizona Scorpions and Mexico City's games, I definitely encourage you guys. Let me go ahead and put this up while I'm talking about it. Where is it? Okay. I definitely invite you, if you're not a part of the SFL, to take a look at our website, .net, and Simulation Football League on YouTube. It will come up as VFN, but it's still Simulation Football League, to watch these games. Great, fantastic, exciting to watch. I mean, let's say the blowout, as we saw, right? The Arizona Scorpions and Mexico City game, we played them in week 1, and we won. Blood pressure, heart rates was all over the place, right? And it was the same here too, except sometimes it's just in the cards. They lost their main quarterback, Jordan Sight. They lost one of their top defensive linebackers, when John Fowler, and they are still able to win that game 20-10. Had a couple calls go their way as well, but at the same time, it's amazing. And it's also, it shouldn't necessarily bring you down if you happen to lose some of your star players, because if it's meant for you to have it, you will. And everything that could go wrong for them, they still came out victorious. You can't do that. I threw 3 picks. That happens when you throw on, but they lose some of their star players, me, and still come out victorious and score 20 points. It was just meant. So that leads me to my picks for the semifinals. Also, let me just go ahead and put this up too, just so everybody can remember. Now I am actually even on my picks 4 and 4, because I guess right and wrong on my own game. That's crazy. That is crazy. But all right, 2 games for the weekend. November 22nd, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. The number 3 seed, DC Dragons, will be taking on the number 2 seed, Mexico City Aztecs. Mexico City will be at home. I am going for Mexico City to win this game. Now, I will say that everybody has a shot. I mean, I say it's a 50-50 chance always, But each one of these teams have a very powerful offense, and they can use them. Some of them are better with running, some of them are better with passing. But I think the difference maker in each of these matchups will be the defense, whether they will be able to stop them from scoring, period, or whether they will be able to create turnover opportunities that they will capitalize on. Because you can snatch the ball away but not do anything with it, right? So that is going to be the determining factor, I feel, in both of these matchups. So going for Mexico City to win, they played lights out. I mean, obviously, if they lose somebody, it don't matter. So DC, come ready, because when they defend at home, it's really hard. And I'm going for Houston at 9:00 p.m. Eastern, also on the 22nd, which will be Saturday. The number 4 seed taking on Vancouver, number 1. I'm going for Houston to win this game. Now, I do know that Vancouver excellent at home as well. But I think Houston has had something special from basically the start of the season. They were number 1 for a while, until they had those unfortunate losses, And I think that they have what it takes to bring down Vancouver. I think that this is going to be about the defense. I also think that this is going to be a high scoring game because both teams have the capacity to score very high, especially if defenses don't come to play. It's going to be a lot of points. Either way, it's going to be interesting to see how everything shakes up. Again, for my radio listeners, I am going for the Mexico City Aztecs and for the Houston Headhunters to make it to the championship game. And now we're going to be moving on to my 4th and Goal interviews after this song coming right up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? I'd like to welcome to the stage the lyrically acclaimed. I like this young man because when he came out with the phrase, he went from ashy to classic. I like that. All right. So everybody in the house, give a warm round of applause for the notorious B.I.G. The notorious B.I.G., ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for him, y'all. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You want to see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's the with the fake. Wow. Why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place. Play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this pocket. Rob them while his friends watching. And clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Put me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88, Oshkosh and blue and white duck. Ask the
Sky is the limit, and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want, press what you want. Sky is the limit, and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want, be what you want, have what you want, be what you want.
I was ashamed, my crew was lame. I had enough heart for most of them, long as I got stuff for most of them solved. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus some ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in packing. Nickname Medina, make scenes, took my Nina. From gym class to in-glass, passed off and global. The only with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger and wasting taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. 88 on gates, snatch initial nameplates. Smoke it with real life. Begin to kill us. Praying God forgive us for being sinners. Help us out.
Sky is the limit, and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want, be what you want. Sky is the limit, and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want, be what you want, have what you want, be what you want.
After realizing to master enterprising, I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterpart to how to burn the block apart. break it down into sections. By these selections, some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & like my was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. See you chumps on top.
The sky is the limit, and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want, be what you want. Sky is the limit, and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want, be what you want. If you will keep on pressing on. The sky is the limit, and you know that you keep on, just keep on pressing on. Sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want, be what you want. Sky is the
All right, and we are back. Oh, there we go. All right, and we are back. We are back. I wanted to kind of run the winners of SFLm Awards last night across the screen. I felt like that was a pretty good song. Excuse me, because the sky is the limit for these SFLm players. You know, as long as you progress often and on time. Often. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. As long as you do your progressions, as long as you take the advice of people that you know have your best interest at heart, especially when you are creating your players, you do have the chance to be a great player for the SFL. And without further ado, I'm going to bring up two great players for the SFL, Mr. Aiden Teixeira.
How's it going?
And good.
I
And
miss
Mr.
my-
Michael. Sorry. And Mr. Miguel Pajak. Polish Wonder. How you doing?
Good. You can just call me Charles if you want to. If it makes it easier.
Okay. I'm going to call you whatever you want to be called.
Yeah, I've been called worse.
Well, you know. We can go over that with our bloopers, with our bloopers part of the show. But what's going on, Paul? It's good to see you and good to have you on the show. I know the SFLm has been going through a lot of different things. As the season 11, I feel like was very exciting. Different changes that's going to be happening even after the season is over with. So I think I want to start off first with Aiden with San Jose. Now, Aiden is a member, he's a wide receiver for the San Jose Flight. Fantastic SFLm team. Actually, a lot of great people have, a lot of great alumni have come from San Jose. So, but I know that they were, I think when I looked at it, they were number 2 in the standings behind Birmingham, but Anchorage wound up sneaking past everybody and just taking the whole thing. I want to know from you, Aiden, what letter grade would you give the San Jose Flight and your player performance this season?
It's a good question. I asked you to give me the hard ones, and you're definitely going to throw that one at me first. I think with the circumstances that obviously, you know, the San Jose Flight, we're not going to shy away from the fact that we were in the headlines this season due to some things that happened in the locker room. I think with coming in with a new quarterback that late in the season, did a great job. The whole team did a great job. I think Anchorage outplayed us in a way. Obviously, they went in to go in to win the championship. Congrats to them. I think overall, I want to give it a B-. With this, I would give it lower, but the circumstances that we had, I think we did with the best of our ability. To be honest, I wish I did play a little better, and that's not dissing anybody on the coaching staff. That's not dissing anybody. That's me personal performance, I think I could have done better personally as a player. But you know what? If it was the last season, it was my last SFLm season, so I like that we went out with a bang.
Indeed. Indeed. And we're actually going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. Shout out to the chat real quick. Liberator, which I believe that's Sully. How are you doing, Sully? Good to see you. Hair wrap on. Go. Listen, I'm telling you, I just because I didn't feel like combing that afro out, I swear I was going to be extra 30 minutes. I ain't want to spend, man. That's why. And Justin Bates, Michal. Okay, thank you, Justin. Michal, what's going on to you? Welcome. Goosebusters checking in. Henceforth will be called Bob moving forward. So I guess Bob, I guess Charles, that's for you.
Bob. Okay. All right. Just add that to the list.
Pajak's domicile looks like it smells of rich mahogany. It does look nice over there, honey. You do have it sporting. Mm-hmm.
It's rich. It's rich Corinthian leather.
Money, huh? I know.
Rich Corinthian leather.
How dare you insult him? Anything else would be disappointing. Goose said anything else would have been disappointing. And Naga Football says, hello all. Pasta here. What's going on? Good to see you, Pasta. Now, can you see this, Charles? Can you see the comments on the screen?
I can.
I
yeah.
can as well.
Okay. Because what I can do is do that. So that way they come out a little bit better. Dope.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So, all right, Charles, same question. What I feel like I know what you're gonna say, but hey, I could be wrong, you know. What letter grade would you give the Wolves and your player performance specifically?
Well, the Wolves, obviously, it's got to be an A. I'd give them an A plus, but you can't lose a game. So we lost a couple games, but you know that's it's a competitive league, so you got to give them an A. And you know, Ryan Davis and Jay Ballmer as coaching get A's as well. So yeah, and then my player, wow, how do I answer that? Surprisingly, I did a lot better than I thought I was going to do coming in. Yeah, that helps. You know, I'm kind of hard on myself, but you know, I think, I mean, it's going to sound cocky as heck, but you know, I'm going to give him an A. But it's not anything I did. It's all Davis and Ballmer, and my receivers as well. Hightower and Parker and Singh and the like.
I took some notes.
Uh-oh.
Just a couple stats. All right, Mr. Teixeira. 40 receptions, 1140 total offensive yards, 4 touchdowns. So your season was pretty damn good too. 7-4 the season for San Jose. I think is it 7-4 or was it 7-3?
I think it was 74. That makes more sense to.
Yeah, 7-4, and second in the standings. So you're saying that you gave yourself a B?
Yes. Especially coming off from the last season. We just came off as championship.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you expectations in that locker room season, at the start of the season is we're going back to back. That was the goal of going into this season, and obviously we did not deliver on that goal. So I'm going to have to, you know, drop a few grades due to us not reaching our goal.
Gotcha. respectable. Hey, you setting the bar high. I love it. You know, that's the mentality that when you go into when the majors, you know, it's going to be appreciated. You know, so this is good, but we need more. We need better. So I like that. Mr. Pajak, 157 completions for 259 attempts, 2,358 yards, 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Man, that's whew, I'm telling you. 14 sacks though. You're gonna need to get the hell out the way, man. 14?
A lot of rollouts, man. When you do rollouts,
what are you doing?
You're rolling the dice. You know that better than I do, AJ. You get out of that pocket, man. You're putting your life on the line.
Well, did you get hurt this season?
No, I don't think so. I think I played all snaps. Unless I missed. No, I don't think I missed. Yeah, no. I think I played all snaps.
Oh. So, guys, with your progressions, were you solely responsible for the way your player was progressing? I think Charles, you said that it was mainly Davis and Ballmer that were helping you, but I do know that you're Arizona's GM, so of course you know how to do progression. So I didn't know if you were taking the whole reins on that, or if you were actually getting some input from them as well.
Well, I pretty much I did the majority of it. Ryan would throw his suggestions at me, and most of the time it lined up with what I was doing because I think a quarterback's pretty easy to progress. So, there wasn't any when he sent his recommendations to me, and I'd look at them, and we were pretty close. So maybe off a point or two, but we got to where I needed to be by the end of the season. I'm actually shocked. I'm shocked coming in. There are a lot of people that are critics of the. I don't want to open up the can of worms, but there were some critics of the progression process and the points and everything. I'm not complaining, but I came in thinking I was going to be, 2 seasons in the minor league, and that I was not going to. It was going to take every progression for me to get to where I would be just a, passable rated quarterback for the big leagues.
Well, you definitely did your thing, man. For you to be offensive rookie of the season, that's a big nod. That's a big nod to your efforts, and I do wish you the best. As long as you get the hell out the way, man. You're just gotta watch them rollouts, man. Shake them off. Elbow them and throw. Crazy. You gotta do something.
That's crazy. I mean, if a rollout, and I don't need to be telling you this, but I love rollouts when they work. They're a thing of beauty, but when they don't work, yes. It can be a bad day.
Hurts, man. Getting up off the ground. I feel you, man. Aiden, what about you? Were you solely responsible for your progressions, the way your player has progressed, or did you get advice from the coaches?
So I got advice from one person in particular. I will give her a shout out. The amazing Michaela Fortiker was my savior this season. I'm not gonna. She helped me a lot out this season. I couldn't thank her enough for the work she did for me this season. So she definitely guided me through the process. Obviously, I'm experienced with Madden and stuff like that, but you're throwing an NFL 2K4, and now you're just throwing a monkey wrench into everything I know. So she's been here for a while, and she definitely gave me a lot of help. So I really appreciate her.
Absolutely. And it's good when you have people that you trust that can guide you in the right way, and you are successful, right? So that they had, your best interest at heart, and that's dope. I love hearing that. So, Aiden, I know you wanted to talk a little bit about what happened this season, a little bit in detail. As far as
how much detail
Mr.
am
White
I allowed?
is concerned.
You're the COC person. How much detail am I legally allowed to go into?
I mean, my thing is, as long as it's always respectful, I don't mind. If you think it's gonna be some very sensitive information,
Yeah,
then I don't know. If you're just giving me your thoughts and your opinions about what happened in the season, maybe how things could have been different, maybe from your perspective in the locker room, then that would be dope.
Yeah, definitely. I think I can do that. Obviously, I'm not going to shy away that San Jose was in the headlines a few times this season. For more reasons than one. There is a certain person, I won't say his name. He's no longer in the league. They'll leave it at that. I think what happened is, I know a lot of the offensive players were frustrated, and I know he was frustrated with his stats this season. With obviously he had a great season last season. With him, Victor Rojas, and that crew. He was second in passing yards in the SFLm, and I think when we switched more towards, I had no shade on this when we started throwing or running the ball more with Rashad Williams, with those guys, I think tempers flared a little bit, and I think he did handle it poorly. I pray for him. I wish the best for him. But obviously things happened. I can't speak on why he did what he did. I can't speak on what was going through his head when that went down, but it's unfortunate. We've moved past it as a team, and we ended the season strong.
Indeed. With CJ Haygood taking over the reins and
the left-handed, left-handed goat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's crazy because I didn't think about that being a left-handed quarterback, because I'm actually naturally left-handed myself. So I didn't even think about being a left-handed quarterback until I saw Jack Wigmore for Baltimore, and I was like, dang, I didn't even know that was an option. I mean, I guess I should have, right? But anytime
Michael Vick's in the base game, correct? Would he be in the base game for? Yeah, so he's left-handed.
Mm-hmm. I believe he's. I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah, I know what you were gonna. We know.
I know what you were gonna say, AJ. I know what you were gonna say. Woo! That was so close. So close.
Very close.
That's awesome.
But
top 10 things you can't say on TV.
I mean, I could. But,
we could, but I don't know.
I'm already not 100%, so I don't feel like no smoke tonight. I really don't. Not at least not that kind.
That's awesome.
But it's difficult whenever you see one of your teammates go down, especially when they had such a vital impact on the trajectory of the organization. But I think that when you are in leadership roles, and I think, Michal, you will agree with me on this. Whenever you are in a leadership position, you have to have the certain mentality where, you want to eat, you want to be able to hear your name called, absolutely. But you also want to make sure that your teammates feel valued as well. And if it comes to a situation where you're putting someone down or people are feeling devalued around you and you are the leader, you're shaping the narrative of that locker room. So you have to be very careful about how you even come at people when there are mistakes made, or if you don't have the quality game that you thought that she was going to have. I think that concentrating that maybe just to the coaches, maybe a DM to the coaches instead of bringing it out in the locker room, especially if you think that it's going to be an embarrassing situation for, for somebody, I don't think anybody wants to be berated, especially if they're doing their best. And if you don't sim, bro, you don't know. I promise you don't know. So
That's right.
And honestly, it kind of sucked even more because I considered him a very good friend of mine.
Indeed.
I was in different things with him. We literally used to have the nickname. I was Edelman to his Brady. That was the saying. We were the duo of the SFLm. But I can't condone what he said. I have no longer have contact with him. Mm-hmm. And I just, there's not much else I can say on that.
Exactly. But before I go back to that, Michaela Foraker checking in. I hear I got a shout out. You're welcome for helping you out, Aiden. I give props to Yogi for teaching me his ways. Yogi is a very, very good teacher. If you're ever able to work with Yogi or just pick his brain about some things, he is a very helpful person. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, and hopefully with this time that he has, sometimes it takes you to lose something to realize how valuable something is. So maybe with this time, and you said you're going to say prayers for him. I say prayers for everybody every night, whether I like you or not. So I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be all right. He just has some growing to do. We all do. So, Charles.
The book says, love your enemies. Except if they wear maize and blue, go Buckeyes. Sorry. It's rivalry week. I can say that.
Oh, man. I don't know. Are you a Buckeyes fan, Charles?
I mean,
I don't hate them. The teams I follow in college aren't that good. So, I mean, I can't say anything about them because they're a heck of a lot better than the teams I like.
Who do you like, Charles?
Better than a lot of teams. It's okay.
Pardon me?
We're better than a lot of teams. It's okay.
I went to school at Old Dominion, and they got a football team. So, just based on the fact it's my alma mater, I follow them. And then I grew up outside in Virginia near Maryland, and I followed University of Maryland a lot when I was a kid. So,
okay. I mean, I grew up in Georgia, so you had the Bulldogs and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and things like that. You weren't supposed to like both, but I was like, why not? So I just did what I wanted to do.
But hearing the name Georgia gives me flashbacks from a few years ago.
Hey man, it happens. They do their thing, I remember when I was a server, though, going a little bit off topic, there was a bar I used to work at, and whenever the college games came around, they came to the bar, and there's those Bama fans, bro. Oh Lord, have mercy.
I was
when they come.
I was a restaurant manager back in the day in Birmingham, Alabama, and when Auburn played and Alabama played, it was a nightmare. It was, I mean.
How about when they played each other?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was just crazy.
I mean, I can tell you this. I'm not from Ohio. I have never lived in Ohio. But if you are around there, if you go to like a Walmart or something, you know how like in most states you'll see, I'll say Massachusetts, for example, you'll see Celtic stuff. You'll see Patriot stuff. No, you don't see any of that. You see Buckeye stuff. It is a religion down there. I'm telling you.
I believe it.
And
I believe
rule one of that religion is hate Michigan. It is hate Michigan.
That's nuts, man. Charles, Anchorage is going up to the majors. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, it couldn't happen to a better guy. I mean, Ryan had the helm pretty much at Queen City. He's getting better with each game. He did a fabulous job this season in the minor leagues. He wanted to have a team. It was a good, progression for him. I'm proud of him. I'm a big fan, and I think he's going to kill it.
Indeed. DJ Kilgannon joining us. What's going on, DJ? That's not DJ. What's going on, brother? Yeah, so I guess it's going to be bittersweet for you, huh? You win your championship. Is this your first championship ever?
In this league, yes.
Okay.
In the UFL, my quarterback won a championship too. So this year is
ever Assembly championship was here.
So it's a good year for my quarterback players.
Obviously.
Yep.
You got that magic touch, honey. All right, then. I love it. So, guys, how excited are you about the draft? I know that was a thing for a while of us getting it back, reestablished, because I was drafted, and I know that feeling of that excitement when you're waiting for your name to be called. And I was fortunate enough to be called at number 8 by the Tulsa Desperados at the time for a quarterback position that, people never saw coming, So just to have that surprise, to be able to hear my name called, and because I would never go out and play for the Arizona Cardinals, right? I'm not going out there doing that. So to have that feeling was awesome, and it's something I will never forget. But I would love I've always wanted the draft to come back, and now that it is back, what are your thoughts on it? And I'll start with you first, Charles.
My thoughts on it are, I like the way it's structured this season, where you could either, I don't know what the official term is. You could either go to the draft, elect to go to the open draft, or you can, sign with a team or select a team. I think that option's great for the player. I think that's player focused. And I think if I was, I had a running back in the day, and I went through the draft. So I got to experience it on that level. I won't be experiencing it that way this season, but it'll be great nonetheless.
Indeed, man. Indeed. What about you, Aiden?
So I'm very glad the draft is back. Little known fact actually about me: this is my second stint in the SFL, and I was drafted. I was a defensive end. I was drafted to the then Atlanta Swarm. God, I miss that team so much. I spent a season there. It's very little known fact that this is actually my second stint with the SFL.
What was your name?
The same name I have now. I didn't change it.
Oh.
I didn't change it.
I gotta go back and look. Oh, dang. I'm so sorry.
I'll tell you, I spent a minor league season with the Philadelphia Cougars.
Okay.
First, I was with them, and then against Chris Britton's wishes, I declared for the draft. I think I was picked in the second round by the Atlanta Swarm. I spent a season in there, and then I proceeded to leave for 3 or 4 months. I think it was coming off of, that was when Florida beat Canton in the championship. I remember watching that. So whatever season that was. And then I came back, made a wide receiver, and I can say personally, I am not declaring for the draft. Okay. I've already decided where I'm going. These people know that I'm going there. I can't say anymore.
Don't. Please don't.
I'm not saying anymore, but I will not be declaring for the draft. I can say that.
Please don't. But that's okay. All right, then. I mean, to each his own. Different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? If back then it was different, so you had to pretty much get drafted. And I think that if given the choice, to go to a team, you know, if you had that chance of, hey, I already worked this out with them, so we're gonna do this, or to hear your name called, it's a good thing. So it's all about what you want to do, and I'm just interested to see all of the different reactions, because we would have like, what is it, the green room cams. So whenever the player got drafted, you get to see their reaction on screen if they had their video cameras up and stuff like that. It was dope. It's dope. But hold on one second, guys. 1 second.
Oh, somebody's in trouble. Aiden, can you read lips?
Nah, I'm not. I'm not that good.
You're still mute, AJ, if you're talking to us.
I was talking to y'all. I was calling my son, but you know, he's been kind of in and out of it today just to see where he was at, because you know, when it gets too quiet, you got to figure out where the hell they at.
I had the flu in January. I know how that feels.
Yeah, I had it last week.
Yes, he was telling me, and it's not fun, man. That's what I'm telling you. Actually, almost having a heart attack. Aiden's potentially saying where he was like, yes, I have seen contracts get voided just by mentioning it. They accidentally put it in the chat, or I don't think it's happened on someone's show where they've mentioned it and it was reported and the contract was void. But definitely accidentally mentioning it out in general chat when you're just so excited about it, man. Heartbreak, because you can't go there. Goosebusters says, Aiden, good luck in the division, man. So awesome stuff. A couple more questions for you guys. Maybe one more question for you guys. So I want to know, what are your future plans in the league? So what do you aspire to be? Do you want to, do you want to maybe someday become an owner? Do you want to be a coach? Is there anything that, or broadcast, of course, Charles, you do a fantastic job, or do stats or anything like that to be more of a value to the team that you're going to? And I'll start with you first on that, Charles.
Well, I've pretty much done everything you can think of in the league. I'd like to take a couple seasons to just, take snaps and try not to get killed. Maybe down the road, I'll start narrowing in on something I want to do. I mean, between doing broadcasting and, having a player, I think that's enough for me right now. And I don't know if I have to repeat that again, but Aiden, you heard what I said, right?
Yeah, I heard what you said. I think we're good.
What do you think? Was it good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Right.
Hey, I like when you broadcast, man. I like watching a game.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Oh, she's gone.
Well, let's just talk.
Aiden,
Aiden, how do
the Aiden Teixeira show now? Nope.
Yeah, definitely, Aiden.
Y'all just gonna take over, huh? Hey,
did you hear what I said, Aiden? Aiden? Do you want to say it again?
I missed the tail end of it.
I'll put it in a succinct here. I've pretty much done all the positions from owner to coach, the GM, to scout, but between having a player, especially a quarterback, where you have to kind of, like, AJ, you've been doing it for a long time. You're an owner and a quarterback, so there's kind of a responsibility in the locker room you need to have as a quarterback. And between that and broadcasting, I think that's keeping me pretty satisfied so far.
Awesome. I mean, I get that. You don't got enough on your plate. You don't want to add too much and burn yourself out. So I've
done that.
And I do love you. I do love when you're in the booth. You're in the booth with Cam and y'all just going back and forth and
fun. Yeah,
especially when it's a game. If it's a blowout, I love it, because I hate blowouts. Let me just say that, because it can be a long game. But the way you guys fill in that that dead air and just kind of find other things to kind of talk about and keep it interesting. From that standpoint, I love that. That's one of my
It's
favorite
fun.
things about you guys.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Indeed.
Cam's great,
Aiden.
and everybody knows that. Sorry.
Ooh.
Yes.
Can I say? I'm not gonna say it, but you did mention a position that I might have already applied for. I don't know what is going on with that, but I can tell you there might be a possibility that I will become an SFLm owner next season. Possibly.
Awesome.
I do have a bid, and I can say that.
Okay. Well, if that is the case for you, we got to have you back on to celebrate.
Absolutely. Low-key, I want to actually give 2 shout-outs to people, and I know that, first of all, Sydney Richardson and Black Tiger Designs, amazing people.
Yes.
Love them. And then also, I want to give a shout-out to my man Destro. He's cooking up with my uniforms. So I've been rooting for DC this season. I've been rooting DC through the playoffs. Easy self. All right. I've got to root for DC, and both of them have just been so much help. Actually, someone in the chat, Goose, has been a lot of help with me too, navigating this entire thing. Him, ADS. So I'm excited for a possibility.
Hey, well, I'm excited for you, man. It is, it can be a lot of work, but as long as you're organized and you have a good crew around you, which is vital whenever you're an owner. Because you want to try to make things take as much off your plate as possible, but also make sure that you know what's going on too. So you don't want to burn a candle from both ends, but you just want to have people that they're going to move with you instead of against you. And if you find those individuals, then or when you find those individuals, then you'll be good, man. But I'm super excited to see what you guys do. We know that Birmingham Hellhounds and Anchorage will be moving up to the majors. So my question to you guys is, do you think that those teams will be replaced? Or do you think that they're going to stay with what they currently have? Aiden, I guess don't just be careful how you answer that, because I don't know the ramifications, of all that. But I just want to know if you think that we're going to be expanding, or if you think that we're just going to roll with the 4 that we're going to have left over.
I hope we do see some new.
And I'll start with you first, Charles.
So you're saying?
Okay.
Go ahead, Aiden. Go ahead.
I hope we do expand. To be honest, I love seeing this league grow. I've been in the league for some expansion. I've seen a lot of teams come. I've seen a few teams go. I really hope this league does grow even more than it already has. I just want to see what's best for this league, to be honest.
And I think that was a great answer, Aiden. And hopefully AJ heard that.
Well, somebody heard it, so
I did.
I can get.
And I don't know if that matters to you, but it was a really good, well thought out answer.
I mean, I've been in, obviously not the SFL the entire time, but I've been in sim leagues for a little bit now, and I can confidently say I want people to succeed. And I do think, if per se the league keeps expanding, I want to see this get to 32 teams at one point. I would even say NFL style. Let's go.
Yeah. The only thing I may be taking this from a different angle. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, AJ.
No, go ahead, baby. You're good.
I think that they need to be, the Cam in particular needs to be very particular and exact on what he wants for owners, because the worst thing we could do is to bring in too many new teams and we just keep having turnover. We need to have some stability. And if that means we wait a season or two, I know Cam's already got the plan in place. He's kind of holds tight to the vest as far as, upcoming things until he's ready to share with the league. But, the worst thing you can do is just, bring in people just to fill slots. And, you need to have the right person as an owner, or owners, plural. And, because this is a quality league. And if you don't do that, your due diligence, you can have some issues down the line. I don't think Cam's going to do that. And I'm not saying anything that Cam doesn't already know, but, I think, in some cases, change isn't necessarily, or additions, it's not necessarily good until you've stabilized.
I hope, I say that with, obviously, I agree with Charles here that they need to stabilize before, adding more people in. But I mean, as a long-term goal, I'd love to see the SFL become bigger. That's obviously the goal for anybody. Yep. I can definitely think that Cam's probably thinking, hey, how am I going to get this to be bigger? That you don't think of, oh, this is good for now. You always want to think, what can I do better? And I think that's the mindset that Cam's in. And, I trust him. I really do.
Same.
Aiden?
Yes.
That last part, can you repeat it? For some reason, you were going kind of choppy at that last part.
I said, obviously, if any commissioner wants, he isn't going to say this is good enough. It's how can I be better? And I trust Cam with that, and I really hope the SFL does grow even more.
Indeed. I want to apologize to both of you. I had, I was looking to have a little bit of a distraction because I wanted to make sure he was okay. So when my picture popped up, I literally kind of stepped away just to see where he was, and he was in his bed asleep. He's been sleeping pretty much all day. So I just had to go and check on him, make sure he was all right. But thank you for keeping up the conversation while I was gone. I did hear it. Exciting times. I want things to happen in time. So when we expand, when we grow, I just want it to be the right time with the right people, because it takes a certain mentality to be an owner. We've had too many owners just come in, and just because they had the money for it, they didn't have the heart, or they didn't have the passion to stay for whatever reason, So whenever you take that position, or whenever we add teams, or when we expand, there has to be that trust there, that you're not going to get everybody to believe in you and believe in your product, right? And then all of a sudden you're ghost, and things happen, but you want to keep in communication. And I've seen things happen to where people just lose interest, and then all of a sudden you just don't see anymore. So if we can get some good people that want to be owners, that want and wear that hat proudly, I think we would be good. And we get some more players in too. I think that having a bigger draft class, having a bigger rookie class, could also aid in the expansion team, because if Cam can see, okay, we have all these players but nowhere to go, we got to add some more teams, right? But right now, that just doesn't seem to be an issue, right? It's not something that's on the forefront of everything.
I just saw something that Goose said in the chat. He said, are the Rebels coming back? The city might be. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Okay.
I think Goose said something else about we need to make sure we have a big enough player base to expand.
Yep.
Because what we don't want to do is add teams and then, reduce the roster min.
And then Michaela says they did call for new bids to join in, if I remember in Ellie's announcement correctly.
That's the minor league, right? We're talking the big league, right?
We'll see. I think we're talking minor leagues.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's minors.
Right?
Well,
Michaela, just let us know.
You have to. I probably didn't answer the question correctly then, but you have to. I think you have to
let us know so we know.
You have to replace the teams that left. But more than that, I think you got to count the heads. You know what I mean? You want to put bodies in the key positions.
You said minor leagues. Okay. Have 4 OKC teams. Okay. See, you already starting this. Damn, should have convinced my little brother to get on the show. I mean, we got plenty of, well, maybe not tonight, but I will be having my off-season shows. I will be doing more, shows where I can just feature you. It doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or whatever. So if he wants to be on, definitely come through, So we've already answered that one. So I guess my last question to you guys is, where do you see the league in, let's see, 2 seasons as a whole?
That's a good question.
If we keep growing and we keep expanding, is awesome. I think our numbers spiked when COVID hit, right? Because you couldn't go outside, you couldn't do anything, but just look at your lover all day. And I hope you like who he was with, because if you didn't, that was damn. I'm so sorry. But it was a good distraction, especially since you couldn't leave. You couldn't go anywhere. But now that people are out moving and getting busier and things of that nature. Just curious as to where do you see it?
I guess I'll go first. I think either one of 2 things is going to happen. And I kind of been seeing this. We've been seeing a lot of the older teams starting to fall out a little bit, making way for the newer teams. Obviously, Baltimore being there for a while. They're gone. I think either one of 2 things are going to happen. I think where it's going to be another resurgence, and we're going to get a lot of new teams we haven't seen before, teams we might not have expected, or a regeneration on the other side of a lot of older members that had left after COVID or whatever, saying, hey, maybe there's something back into this, or I remember I was in this back in the day. That I think we're gonna go up. I don't think there's gonna be. I think it's gonna grow. It's just a matter of how it's gonna grow.
Okay. Charles, what about you?
Well, I don't think we're going to see a whole heck of a lot within the next season, but I know that Cam is looking at some creative ways to kind of spread the word about the league and bring in new faces, and that's going to take some time to do. If the plan that he's been talking to me about, if that gets some traction and some movement on, I can expect not necessarily this upcoming season, but the next season that we might get a jump in the number of people that are in the league, and then we'd have to start looking at what options we have or what we need to do. So, that's a good problem to have, but I don't expect a whole ton, with the exception of replacing some holes that we have. I don't expect anything and watch Cam come out with some announcement tonight later and just blow my whole thoughts out of the water. But I don't expect anything, any huge bombs in the next season.
Introducing the SFL mobile app.
Yeah.
Hey, you already got the Retroid, so you never know. Shoot. And last thing for you guys, what is some advice that you would give to the upcoming rookies that are going to be class of season 12? They're just purchasing their subs, that have that bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kind of outlook on things right now. Aiden, what's your advice for those new rookies coming in?
Enjoy it while it lasts. You're not going to be in the minors forever. Enjoy the experience while it lasts. Trust your coaches. Make some new friends. Just overall, just have a good time. Don't get too discouraged about performance or anything. Just have some fun.
Nope. Charles, what about you, babe?
I would say learn as much as you can about the league. Find out what you want to do. Get involved, even if it's something you're not comfortable with, you've never done before. Like I've never broadcasted before, way back in the day. I dove in. I started off with stats. Whatever you can do to help with the team. The movement of the league. It's going to make you a better player, and it's going to make you more marketable. But also, build a network within the league. Find people that you think know what they're doing. Find players that you think that are successful. Make friends with them, and try and emulate them as much as you can, because this can be pretty confusing. And I think, and I use this not only in the SFL, but in my job. If I start something new, I try to find the people that are good at it, and then replicate it, and pick their minds. Get mentors, and help me get through the process. It's a lot easier when you have somebody helping you.
I agree. Feels a lot less overwhelming.
Get involved. Don't just sit on the sidelines and be a player. Find something you can do, or bring a skill that you the league might not even know they need.
Exactly. You like to write? You can write articles. You like to make graphics, anything like that. It would be helpful. And it'll improve your draft stock, or it'll improve your worth to the team that's going to be picking you up. So good stuff, gentlemen. A couple of fun questions for you. If you had to spend a year in the Amazon, the Sahara Desert, or Alaska, where would you go and why? Okay.
I heard Alaska, Sahara Desert. What was the last one?
Amazon.
Or the Amazon rainforest. And you have to spend a whole year there.
Alaska, because
there is no.
I'm going to go with Alaska because there is civilization there. I'm from Massachusetts. How much worse can it be?
Okay. Gotcha.
Can I rank mine? The last place I would live would be the Amazon. And the reason why I said that is because there's too many things in the Amazon that could kill me. Not only animals, but also diseases and, insects. No way. Sahara, I like warm weather, but not that much. I like water. I like to be able to drink water. I wouldn't necessarily want to live in Alaska, but if those were my three choices, I think I'd probably live longer in Alaska than any other place on that list.
Probably so. Probably so. Even though it's cold, it's always cold.
Now you can get a coat.
You're gonna need a few.
If you're hot, you're limited.
I had family that did a cruise down there, and they said it was beautiful.
I've heard great things. I just don't plan on going.
Until you get off the boat, and you have to walk in the woods. Then it takes on a whole different meaning.
Let's see here. What was another one? If you had to eat your favorite food for the rest of your life, or have your an unlimited supply of your favorite food, or an unlimited supply of your favorite beverage, which one would it be? And what would that be?
I'm gonna go with food. I mean, I drink a lot of water, so I'm gonna go with food there. Just give me some chicken and rice, and I'll be okay. Just give me some chicken and rice, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Or actually, chicken and noodles.
Chicken and noodles. Okay. So what? Some fried chicken or some sauteed chicken, or you just
Sauteed.
don't matter?
No, let's go with sauteed.
Sauteed chicken and noodles. An endless amount of sauteed chicken and noodles.
Yep.
Do you think, bro? No judgment here. I actually like noodles. No problem with it. Charles, what about you?
I take the biggest, fattest, juiciest steak and live off that for the rest of my life. I figure it's got everything I need in it. And I don't get sick of steak. I mean, I like chicken, but I've had to eat chicken a lot this year for various reasons, and I'm sick of it.
You gonna eat one piece of chicken and fly away?
I don't hate chicken, but I'm getting tired of it.
Well, you can only do so much with it. Now, I did see somebody do something really crazy. First, before I explain that, Michaela, you never specify between the forest or an Amazon warehouse. See, it would be too easy for them to live in an Amazon warehouse for a year. They got everything they need right there.
Open the boxes.
Just open up some of them boxes.
Yep. It's like Christmas every day.
Indeed. But I saw a really weird recipe that I actually might try. You take some fried chicken wings. You know about peach cobbler, right? The peaches with the cinnamon and the butter in it. So apparently you fry your chicken wings and you toss the wings in peach cobbler sauce.
That's probably
Make
pretty
the
good.
wings spicy.
Yeah.
And then you toss that, and you have the chunks of peaches in there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's borderline Asian, the flavor profile.
Yeah.
You may add one more
Like
spice or two, and you've got Asian wings. I mean, not Asian. That's all. There's many different versions of it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, a few years ago, my dad's actually a chef. Fun fact. So he made pizza, but it was entirely made out of the food that we got from the Chinese restaurant down the street. So instead of tomato sauce, it was duck sauce.
Ooh, yum.
And we got a poo-poo platter, and we just put a bunch of stuff of that on there. One of the best pizzas I've ever had in my life.
Huh. Okay. So that means if he's a cook, if he's a chef, you can cook too, right? I know Charles.
Yeah, do instant ramen noodles.
Chefing it up. I've seen his stuff. Sure. You putting some vegetables in there
yes,
or something?
I guess I can chef up like Chef Boyardee. But as far as actual cooking, no.
Hey, somewhere, bro. You gotta start somewhere. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You'll learn. You're very young. You have plenty of time to learn. But guys, that's pretty much all the questions that I have for you guys tonight. I didn't want to thank you both for coming on the show and hanging out with me. Did y'all have any final words for the people before I let you go tonight? I'll start with you first, Aiden Teixeira.
Thank you for having me on the show, and good night, I guess.
That's all you got to say. I feel you, man. That's no said. All right. Thank you for being here, Vic. And Charles, a.k.a. Michal. Final words before I let you go, brother.
I know we got another show tomorrow night, but I want to give first of all, thanks for having me on. Second of all, get well, you and your family. I hope you get well soon. I got to give a shout out to owner Ryan Davis and Coach Davis, Jay Bomber, defensive coordinator, Aunt Tim, halfback Jim Hood, Joey Hightower, Kevin Parker, Sanj Sins, Babineau, outside linebacker, inside linebacker Green, cornerback Gasca, the entire Anchorage crew, and also crying out loud. Oh, come on, I'm missing somebody. Wait. I got to get this. Guy Clausen. Guy Clausen. I'm the president of the Guy Clausen fan club, and I almost dropped the ball on that one. He is, yeah, they're all great people. I'm going to miss being in the locker room with them. One of the things that I'm always going to remember is you never forget your first. And Hightower is the first one to catch a touchdown pass by Pajak. So wherever he goes in the league, we'll always have that connection. So that's going to be cool.
I didn't know we were giving shout outs. I got a few shout outs I can say.
I said final words.
First of all, Art Vanderlei, the owner of the San Jose flight, I love you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to play great football with you for 2 seasons. J.W. Harthorne, my head coach, my offensive coordinator for a time. Love you, dude. I wouldn't be where I am without you. Eli, whatever you want to call it, or call her. Thank you. It was great sharing a team with you. And then just everyone that I've ever shared a field with. Thank you. That's all I can really say. I'm forever grateful for sharing the field with y'all.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck in your careers. And Charles, that's going to be on Saturday at 8:15. 8 o'clock.
Oh, I think I said tomorrow. It's Saturday. I got my days mixed up.
It's all good. It's all good. It is all good. I'll be excited to talk to Guy. Actually, Guy Clausen is supposed to be on that show too, so we get a chance to hear from Guy. It's been a while since I've had Guy on, and then Ryan Davidson coming back, and be very excited to talk to him pick his brain about.
Guy said he wrote a poem,
coach and everything like that.
He wrote a poem for you, especially. I don't know if you heard me, AJ. He wrote you a poem, so.
Oh, that's dope. Wait a minute, is it?
She's like, whoa.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta. Well, it's Guy. So he's pretty cool. Now, if you told me, Charles, that you wrote me a poem, I'm like,
mine would be more of a limerick. Mine would be a limerick.
It would be a limerick.
Yep.
All right, poet, go ahead right now. Hit us with a limerick to take.
There once was a man from Nantucket. I'm just going to leave it at that.
I live like an hour from there.
You started it.
I can't. I did. I don't know why I did that. Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. We had a great time. I sure did. Thank y'all for joining us this evening. We had a great time. Join us again on Saturday night, where Michal, as well as a few of his Anchorage Wolves teammates, will be joining the show to celebrate their championship, tell us about their future plans, and a lot more. If you are interested, again, in joining the Simulation Football League, please visit SFL.net. Let me go ahead and put that up. For my radio listeners, it is SFL.net. And check out Simulation Football League's YouTube page. It will be under VFN, but you can find it by searching up Simulation Football League for all of our games and everything else. For Charles and for Aiden Stryker, we are out. Do not forget to put your goodbyes in the chat. I will be happy to run them across the screen as we leave. And I'll see y'all on Saturday. Y'all have a good night.
You say too late to